In a time when promises intertwine with the dust of the lands of Canaan, a family stands out, marked by a blessing that overflows in complexity and conflict. Jacob, the patriarch, a man whose life was sculpted by struggles and reconciliations, sees in Joseph, his son, not just the reflection of his own dreams but also the promise of the continuation of a divine covenant. Before continuing with the story and the teachings contained in the story of Joseph, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so as not to miss any new videos. Joseph, wrapped in a coat of many colors, a symbol of his father's unconditional love, walks naively among his brothers, oblivious to the storms forming in their hearts. The favoritism, clear as day, sows division, transforming fraternal affection into rivalry and envy. As Joseph shares dreams of the sun, the moon, and 11 stars bowing before him, the chasm between the brothers deepens. These visions, although symbols of future greatness, are interpreted as arrogance, further inflaming resentment. The tension is palpable, every exchanged glance carries the weight of unspoken feelings, every gesture of Joseph, though pure of heart, is seen through a lens distorted by jealousy. Whispered conversations under the shadow of the tents reveal dark plans. Jealousy transforms into conspiracy, and the fragile line between rancor and action is crossed. Joseph's fate hangs by a thread, woven by the hands of those he calls brothers. But in every heart, there is a battle between light and shadow. As they plan Joseph's fate, the brothers confront their own inner demons, questioning the justice of their acts. The decision to sell him to Ishmaelite merchants is a point of no return, an act that would seal the fate of all of them in ways only time would reveal. Torn from his land, Joseph is thrust into an unknown world. His last visions of home are blurred by tears, but in his heart, a flame of hope persists. Joseph's faith in dreams bigger than life, in divine promises that transcend human understanding, becomes his compass in exile. Joseph's journey begins with a painful farewell, a test of faith and character. Amidst betrayal, an indomitable spirit emerges, setting the stage for a story of redemption that will echo through the ages. Part 2, From Betrayal to Ascension in Egypt. The shadow of betrayal followed Joseph to the scorching sands of Egypt, a land of ancient mysteries and divine powers. But at its core, Joseph's story is a testament to how light can emerge from darkness, how faith can transform destiny. Amidst the opulence and challenges of Potiphar's house, Joseph does not falter. His dedication and integrity quickly make him stand out, a bright star in a sky clouded by envy and malice. But Joseph's success draws eyes not only of admiration but also of covetousness. The unjust accusation of seduction by Potiphar's wife is the cruelest blow. Ripped from his post of trust, Joseph finds himself again falling, this time into the depths of an Egyptian prison. Yet it is in the depths of adversity that a man's character is truly tested. Even behind bars, Joseph's light does not dim. His ability to interpret dreams, a gift that once sowed discord among his brothers, now becomes a bridge to hope, both for him and those around him. The dreams of the cupbearer and the baker, two prisoners with destinies intertwined with Joseph's, are just the beginning. The precision with which Joseph deciphers their futures resonates beyond the stone walls, reaching the ears of Pharaoh, the most powerful man in Egypt. When finally brought before Pharaoh, Joseph does not let himself be intimidated. With humility, but with confidence, he interprets the troubling dreams of Pharaoh, predicting 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of famine. His suggestion not only to interpret the dream but to act upon it, saving not only Egypt but also entire nations from famine, shows wisdom and vision that go beyond his age and position. Joseph's ascent to governor of Egypt, tasked with preparing the country for the years to come, is an unprecedented feat. From slave to ruler, Joseph's journey is a powerful reminder that, even in the darkest situations, faith and perseverance can pave the way to redemption. As Joseph implements his plan to save Egypt and its neighboring lands from the imminent famine, his story prepares for a moment of monumental truth. The stage is set for the reunion with his family, a convergence of past and present that will test the true extent of his strength, wisdom, and capacity to forgive. Part 3, The Reunion and Forgiveness. As the shadows of famine spread across the lands, Joseph's brothers, driven by despair and necessity, cross the borders of Egypt. Unaware that fate guides them to the encounter with the one they once sold, they find themselves before Joseph, now the powerful governor, the guardian of Egypt's riches. As his brothers bow down, fulfilling the prophetic dream of so many years ago, Joseph's heart stirs with conflicting emotions. Before him stand not only the men who betrayed him but also the bonds of his childhood, memories of his father, and the land of his family. Joseph faces a divine dilemma, a test of his own soul. The power in his hands is vast, capable of vengeance as well as mercy. But it is at the moment of his greatest power that Joseph chooses the greatest strength of all, forgiveness. The revelation of his identity is a moment of profound vulnerability and power. "I am Joseph," he declares, his words laden with years of longing and pain. But in his tears, there is no bitterness, only the sweetness of forgiveness and the hope of reconciliation. Joseph's decision to forgive, to see beyond pain and betrayal, is the key that unlocks the doors to healing. In his forgiveness, Joseph not only rebuilds his family but also teaches an eternal lesson on the nature of grace. The climax of Joseph's story comes with the emotional reunion with his father, Jacob. It is a moment of redemption and joy, the culmination of not just Joseph's journey but of his entire family, now marked not by division but by unity. The saga of Joseph, interwoven with dreams and realities, adversities and triumphs, is a testimony to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of life's trials. But, more than that, it is a reflection on the transformative power of forgiveness. In the fabric of our existence, each act of forgiveness is a golden thread that repairs, rebuilds, and renews. From Joseph's life, we learn that, no matter how arduous our journeys, no matter how deep our wounds, there is always room for forgiveness and redemption. True greatness is not found in power over others, but in the ability to elevate, heal, and unite. And that, even in the darkest moments, we are never alone. A divine hand guides us, weaving our pain and our hopes into a tapestry of a greater purpose.